Hello and welcome to this lecture where we're going to be looking at the sub and also the noise oscillator. So let's first of all have a look at the sub oscillator. We can turn it on with this switch here. Going down we have a few different shapes. We have sine. We have slightly distorted sine. Triangle. Sawtooth. Square. And pulse. Then going down, we also have octave control. You generally want to set this lower than your main oscillator though. So we can really use this as a sub and get this nice thick sound. There's also a pan dial. However, generally you will want the sub in the middle. You won't really want to pan this. And then we also have a basic level control. You can also make this sub oscillator skip the filter and the effects section with this direct out button. So this will not be affected by the filter now, and will not also be affected by any effects. So this can be quite handy too if you don't want your sub to be affected by the filter or the effects. However, if you do want your sub to be affected by the filter or the effects, make sure you deselect this direct out button. For the sub to be affected by the filter, we will have to select this S button here in the filter section. However, we could always deselect that and it will still be affected by the effects. We'll look at the filter and effects section later on. However, I just wanted to tell you what this direct out button actually does. Okay, moving down we have this noise oscillator. So this is a wavetable based noise generator. So if we click on this button here, you'll notice we have quite a lot of different noise wavetables. And if we go down to SOR and we go on to Atmos, we can make this noise generator sound like another oscillator. You'll notice we have this button here of a keyboard which enables pitch tracking. So basically it will track the pitch with MIDI notes. So the pitches will track with the notes on the keyboard. We also have another pitch control here. But let's use this more for a noise rather than as another oscillator. So let's go on to analog and let's select white noise. So we can go on ARP white. So here we have typical white noise. So let's have a look at a few of these controls. So this button here, this will actually play the wavetable once through. So if I select this and I'll hold a chord now, you'll notice it stopped. I'm still playing the MIDI notes. I'm still physically playing the notes on the keyboard, but it stopped. So if we want the noise to be constant and to play more than once through, deselect this. However, this can be useful for one-shot sounds, something like adding some noise onto a kick drum. Going along, we can control the phase. So this is similar to the main oscillator. So we can set the initial phase. So it determines where in the sample it will actually start playing. And going across, we have this randomized control. So this will randomize the phase on every note, similar to the main oscillator. So the more randomization you want, the more you increase this dial. Okay, and then going down, we have pitch control. We want to increase or decrease the pitch. And then we have panning and level control. There are a lot of different noises you can generate here. I do recommend going through and experimenting with them. And these Atmos ones in the SOR section can be quite interesting too. Okay, so that's the sub and the noise oscillator. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next lecture.